Hello, Urist. Hey, we are back. It's the next day for me. I don't know what you're doing today, but uh, I am excited to get back into it. I don't remember what we were doing last. Okay, so we have our miners digging. Oh, they're digging out our storage areas for our future production stack here. So that's gonna be nice. We also kind of designed out our tavern a little bit. Um, we also dug out a hospital, didn't we? Yeah, we dug out a hospital up here. We needed a rope to be made. Has the rope been made? It has been made. So, we've got everything else we need, I believe. Let's build our well. Select material. Nope, we need a bucket and some blocks. Okay, so how many buckets? No buckets in here. We have buckets. So what I'm gonna do? Check this out. This bucket, we gotta forbid it. Do that. Actually, keep it forbidden. We're gonna need that in a moment. We will also need to get our stone crafter. We're working on a door right now. I do need blocks before the doors. So, make rock blocks. Do that immediately. We'll watch. We'll make sure they're making the rock blocks, and then we'll make our well. It'll be a good time. All right. I'm pretty happy with how this fortress has been going so far. Oh, we killed a big bobcat, and we just never did anything with that, right? I maybe they butchered it. Let's double check. Camel, horse. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Let's see. We got camel bone bolts. Very hard to say. That's all good. Let's see. I really don't think we butchered that. It's okay. We can, we'll let that pass. Um, yeah, that's all good. We may need to work on setting up a proper stockpile for corpses. So what do we got here? Refuse with no corpses allowed. Body parts are allowed, though. Okay. So that should be good. Let's go down. Go down to here. Custom refuse. I don't really want to allow corpses except for specific animals. So it's kind of a no-go for me. Just because it would take a lot of work to do, and it's something I don't want to set up quite yet. If we develop like a specialized butcher area, then we could just have it set up like that, and have all corpses go in there, and then figure out a way to deal with the stink off of the corpses. Uh, yeah, let's do. We got our blocks right. We do. We got a bunch of blocks off that one go. This build machines. Oop, get to unforbid our bucket as well. Almost forgot about that. Back up. Build. Build our well. Select materials. Blocks, buckets, ropes, mechanisms. Good to go. They're already going to begin constructing it. That's wonderful. Now that it's not super necessary. Oh, I didn't like that. Oh, we got our migrants. It's like, what are we lagging for? They are zipping in. We got another woodcutter. We have a child. Good for chores. Stray horse. A miner. Okay. All right. We're going to bring some, yep, children. A piggy. That's another grazing animal. What to put in the pasture. That looks like about it. So we got a bunch of children. Mainly, we got 3 children and their parents, which is fine. Children do chores, so they'll be cleaning, they'll be hauling, they'll be doing all sorts of stuff. Our attitudes are pretty good. We have our miner is set up to mine. Our woodcutter is set to woodcut. There's not really much woodcutting left to be done, though, right? I believe we've gotten everything cut. In the future, we'll cut some more trees down, so there'll be a welcome addition. Let's find out. You know what? We need to start working on our labors. We got the woodies. We don't really want a second a second wood-focused person right now. We're not going to be doing much with it. So let's add a new work detail because I do want to get started on our smithing industries. So what I like to do with these is it's a custom detail. Well, I select furnace operating and then usually blacksmithing first. Blacksmithing and metal crafting I throw into one. We name these blacksmiths. Now the miner's going to be very useful. They're going to mine. The blacksmith is going to do all sorts of fun stuff for us. And that is this woodcutter here. There we go. I want to take off the woodcutting tab just because, just to make them focused on only blacksmithing. Now we will need to set up a floor that is our smelters, as well as a wood furnace. There's an agitated peregrine falcon. That's right. The birds are getting mad. I'd forgotten about these. Our beetles did bite one head off, though, so that was fun. They've got their eggs laid. Let's see if we can build another trade depot. Workshop, farming, nest box. We do have more nest boxes to build. We can just do workshop, farming, nest box. Use closest material. There's a good chance you might set up at least one beehive just to have access to mead. Just to have it. Just to say we have one. But in general, the honey industry is kind of redundant. I like having it for flavor reasons, and doing some like wax crafts is okay. But then you get like a lot of royal jelly, and the royal jelly's hard to build with. It's a whole thing. Peregrine falcon and cave beetle are fighting. Bite its head off. It just ran away, I guess. Alright, that's fine. That's cool. Need empty food storage items. Those are crafting. They are making rock pots, so they will have food storage items coming along. Excellent. We could also make some barrels or bins from wood, but I like to save as much wood as possible. Mostly because we can make metal barrels and such. They're a little heavier, but I don't mind the barrels being heavier if we're saving wood in the process. Wood being a little more difficult to come by if you really don't want to anger the elves. Get some hematite in there. Excellent. We're not really chasing minerals right now or ores. Maybe later on. We've got a pretty solid stockpile, and we'll get even more stockpiled up as we continue to expand this area. Now we could just clear out what we should do is all the stairs are cut, right? I want to make sure we're doing maybe not one level at a time, but we're focusing our attentions where they should be focused. So these are all set to 4, which is good. So what I want to do is set the main level, and the next level down is 1s. I want these 2 to be finished first. We're going to build all of our smelters in here. I like having a single wood smelter up on this level. Or wood smelter, wood furnace. The wood furnace to make charcoal. This peregrine falcon, man. Bruising the fat. You're getting your ass kicked by a bird. Please stop. Please stop. Right. Workshops, furnaces. Let's just start setting up our smelters now. Later on, we can do magma smelters. Did I dig these wrong? Just to that level? What happened here? Did I accidentally go down a level to make that? That might be it. Okay, that's fine. That actually, it works. We can make that little bit of extra space work for us. We can make that our designated charcoal spot. Just makes things a little easier. I mean, we're going to fill in all the empty space on this level with charcoal, essentially, just because it makes it so much easier for the smelters to get their materials. Make sure they're smelting in a timely fashion. Yeah, there we go. Nine nice smelters. Also going to workshop, furnace, 1 wood furnace. Let's put it down in the corner. I don't want to have the wood furnace be right next to the right next to the manager's table. It'd be kind of rude. They're gonna have a bunch of smoke. They're gonna have a bunch of smoke pouring up from this level, anyways. Now that we have that set up, let's do this. You can see it lays out the stockpile in there. We go to custom, bars and blocks. Go to other materials, coal. So that'll make sure all the coal goes into this stockpile here. Now, in the next level up, we can put our first workshop, metalsmith. Put the dead center right there. That way they walk pretty decent. You know, they're not having to walk too far to get to their charcoals and such. All of our animals are being killed by these fucking birds, these angry ass birds. It's terrible. We should get them trained up to be war animals. Because I don't think it would interfere too much with their breeding habits. Let's double check on their eggs. Let's get your eggs in the box. None of these boxes have been claimed yet. Excellent. What are you doing? Are you standing up again? Oh, did I just not clear that? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they've become the manager. We got more hematite and some brimstone. Excellent. Alrighty. Oop, I'm still paused. I was like, why isn't anything moving? What's going on? So is there enough space here? Yeah, there should be enough space here that the horned beetle will come back in to check in on the eggs. My dogs are getting a little heated right now. So if they start popping off, I apologize. But they should be fine. You may hear a loud bark before I can, mute myself. So we got bituminous coal here, which is good. Happy to see coal. It'll become very useful later on. That's how we're going to make our coke and make our steel industry. There. Still no other... Yeah, I don't know. I keep checking. String cave beetles doing all right. They're healthy. I guess their injuries have worn off. Nope, injured there. There we go. Yeah, healthy. Okay, so yeah, they heal at a pretty decent rate. Hopefully they don't heal too quickly because that would feel a little cheaty to do. But, I mean, a lot of times death happens fast in Dwarf Fortress. Now I want to pause for just a second here because we have one space for another workshop. What are we missing here? Got our mechanics, boyers, jewelers, carpenters, stoneworkers. I think we have pretty much everything. Let's just put a second crafts table here just to get that our food storage stuff even more enhanced. Oh, nether cap. So where is this black wood from? But that's the wood that came along as part of our wagon. Alrighty. Let's designate the next couple of floors here so we can get set up for our ore storage. I mean, yeah, let's just have them mine out these three as one speed. Are you still getting attacked by this? Are you? I need to check on you. They're going so fast. The falcon is just chasing them. That's too funny. Are you wounded at all, Falcon? Have they done anything to you? Tired? Not great. Just chasing them until they pass out, I guess? Oh, they killed it! Oh, hell yeah. Did you get hurt? Health? You're tired? Did you feel anything after seeing a peregrine falcon die? How did you kill it? Let's check this out. It bit their leg off. Well, I mean, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Arrakis, you're enraged at all enemies. That's cool. I don't believe there's any more enemies for you, though, so no need to bite more feet off. But, pop off. Wolverine Man? Excuse me? Your hex-edged Wolverine Man in the head with his copper battle axe? Oh, Jesus. Okay, well. There is an agitated Wolverine in the area as well, so good luck, expedition leader, if you're out there still. Wolverine does seem to be taking a beeline right to the fortress. Let's just track it. Let's just see where it's... Oh, terrified. Okay. It's injured as well. Terrified of the beetles. Excellent. Okay. I'm not too worried about a Wolverine then. So we're down a bird. We're down a Wolverine man as well. Oh, Wolverine is fighting. Sure, how K-Beetle bites it in the head and the injured part collapses into a lump of gore? Hell yeah. That's great. You know what? Butcher an animal. Let's do it right now. Nope. I guess... Oh, it's mangled. Okay, that's why they're not butchering those. Mangled corpses cannot be butchered until, I believe, they become skeletons, and then they can be butchered for bones. But it doesn't seem like that's being done, so I don't know. I have to look into it more, and I'm not too worried about it right now. We're not missing out on too much, just a little bit of meat and such. Hey, we're heading into autumn. Let's check the time. We're at 16 minutes here, so we're going to keep going a little into autumn. Excellent. Let me just check this. I got a pretty good email here. Well, it's not showing my attachment. Okay, that's fine. While we're saving adventure data and stuff, it's a good time to check your emails. Good time to check your messages. Make sure you're responding to your loved ones in a reasonable amount of time. Don't leave people waiting. It's a pet peeve of mine, and I do it all the time as well. So I'm not even innocent in this. But respond to people in a timely manner, just like you'd like to be responded to. Yeah, let's see. So our dwarves are getting like some pretty decent combat experience. Uh, just from murdering all these angry creatures coming in. We will eventually have to set up squads. Uh, uh, Squads for home defense. And my general methodology on that is to have all of the dwarves in a mountain home be part of an active militia force. Mainly because I just want all the dwarves to be able to defend themselves, but secondarily because it's hilarious when one gets very upset and then proceeds to murder everyone. So we've already got hematite stored here, so I want to make this. We're going to go to stone, our our metal stones. We're going to go for hematite. There you are. All right. We also want to set these to have 5 wheelbarrows, which we won't have right away, but we'll start those up pretty soon here. Once we get our iron industry going, we're going to have so much extra. This one we can make stone. I believe we have some on the map, limonite as well. I just can't quite remember where it's at. Oh, right here. Oh, no, that's a native gold wall. We're actually going to mine that right away. I know it's going to make a kind of ugly seam through this area, but that's fine. We'll make good use of it. There you go. Yep, just mine out. It's only 4 pieces. That's fine. Maybe we can store something. You know what? We're going to solve this problem right away when I actually know what I'm doing. When I'm clicking the correct buttons. Yeah, get up in there as well. There we go. Then we got extra space to store those. Hi. Excellent. So we were setting this up, set up for a lemonite stockpile. This next one up doesn't have anything in it currently, so what I want to do with this one is set it up to be a bituminous coal storage area. The dogs may bark. My partner just came into the room. That happens. They get excited. So we have bituminous coal on that level. Again, make sure we have 5 wheelbarrows, just because that's our general amount of dwarves that'll be hauling anything at any given time. Ooh, not 50. I don't have that many wheelbarrows, so I can't really do that. Oh, hi, Roxy. Yeah, you want to bark? Yep. Roxy, go lay down. Good girl. Love crowding around when people enter the room. All right. So yeah, we got those stockpiles set up. As our haulers will start hauling the metals around. it'll be a little annoying. So we want to set up a couple things really quickly. All the dwarves are going to be working on these for now. Or how we have it set up, all the dwarves will be working on it. But I just want our one blacksmith to be the only one handling these. So we'll go back into our labors and make sure that we're set for only the blacksmith to be working on it. Alright, so we need bituminous coal. Let's smelt hematite. Just do that until you run out. To stop failed messages to come up, let's do it like this. We'll do 10 at a time. We'll see a lot more like completed jobs, but to stop this from happening all the time, we want amount of bituminous coal available is greater than 10. We're going to set that to be greater than 1. So as soon as we run out of bituminous coal, it'll stop this work order from going through. Same thing for hematite. And we do that just because I'd rather see job completes than job failed because they just don't have access to the materials. So we're smelting hematite to get the iron ore. These orders are going to be active on all of the furnaces, so I'm not too worried about work order or anything like that. Okay, so we want make pig iron. We're going to get our steel going immediately, essentially is what I'm setting up here. So this one we just want to make a repeating job. How many do you want to do per day? Just 10 per day? Honestly, I think would be fine. If we ever get up to that level where we're completing pig iron bars per day, we'll change it. And we're gonna do steel as well. Make steel bars. Repeat daily. Right. Now we move on to the next phase, which is setting up iron bins and iron wheelbarrows. And you're like, Toby, why are you using so much iron? Because I want to. This is my fortress. I want to do whatever I want. So we want amount of iron bins available is less than 10, so I'm satisfied for next check. I believe these track differently. So as long after an iron bin has stopped being used, maybe it'll clear out. I don't know. All I know is I like it. Amount of iron wheelbarrows available is less than 10. So when they're claimed by a stockpile, that's when they're set to be not available, as far as I'm aware. I've been wrong before. Who are you trying to diagnose? The patient is probably rested. They probably got hurt for a moment, went to lay down on the bed, and immediately healed up. I'm gonna crack an energy drink really quickly. Oh, what the hell? Oh, Wolverine Man blood. Okay, that makes sense. Health. What are you doing? You're cleaning? Nice. Excellent. They probably don't have any anything to do, really. That's fine. We got no job, so they're just trying to find something to do. Okay. We also have magnetite. We need to make a stockpile for magnetite. But none of these have been cleared yet, so let's just do that really quickly. Nope, I don't actually want that to be the kind of mining we do. This one's not going to do anything, but if we start automatically mining all this gypsum, we're going to have big empty pockets like with our magnetite pockets. And we don't want that right yet. We'll do that later on when we get deeper into the mountain, and my dogs will stop freaking out. But I'm just going to do this. We'll set up our magnetite pile as well. Hi, Roger. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of you right now, okay? Let's set up our magnetite stockpile, and then we'll take my doggies out so they stop barking. And then once we get back, I'll start up the next episode. So, we'll see you all in the next fortress.